guys? It's just a D here, and today I'm gonna be doing a in-depth guide on how to play Iron Giant. Now, why am I doing this, you may ask? Well, I thought it would be like a little fun idea because not a lot of people are playing the character these days, and I'm a huge Iron Giant stan, and I will defend this character to the day I die. And also the fact that not a lot of people are playing him right now because they nerfed him into the ground. He's literally just bottom 3 in my opinion. Actually, no, wait, no, I think he's like bottom 1, to be honest with you. But I digress. Basically, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna explain his best attributes, his worst attributes. I'm gonna explain his normals, his specials, and some combos. And I'm gonna tell you guys his best and worst matchups. Spoiler alert, he has no good matchups. I'm kidding, but let's just go and get into this guide. So, what are his best attributes? Well, his best attributes is he's the best tank in the game. What I mean by that is his tanking. He can tank hits and survive more often than not. He has better tanking than Superman and Wonder Woman. Superman is a close second though, but that's one of his best attributes. Another attribute is that he can do a lot of damage. His damage is crazy, and the combos he can do with him. At 54%, and with perks, especially Afterburner, you can get a lot of damage off of that. It just burns opponent like every single last second he does it. So that's good. His worst attributes is the fact that he's like super big. Like, look at the size comparison. Yeah, that's a huge size difference. But his size is very bad because he can get comboed by like anyone in the entire game, and he can just die for it. Not only that, is he is super slow. Like, this is the fast he can move. For walk speed is pretty fast, but compared to like everyone else in this game who like run at the speed of sound, it's not really all that impressive. His air mobility is good, but it's limited. It's very limited. So when you try to go glide over people, you can barely glide over because your weight is just bringing you down. And also the fact you have limited rocket juice. So with the rocket juice, you can't really like hover for so long. What you can do is a little thing, now that they added that little feature for the ground pound, is you can like travel like throughout the stage with this move. It's pretty slow, but you gotta take what you can get with this character. So yeah, that's basically what Iron Giant mains have to do. We have to pick up every single last scrap on the ground and just hope for the best. Alright, now that's out the way, let's get on to his normals. So his standing normal attack is the bite. This move is alright. It's not anything too special. It grants you a bolt when you hit it, and it can also be used for combos like this. Oh wait, stuff like that. Basically just stuff like that. But all in all, it's not really like that great. Like, it's not like super good. But it's alright. Now let's go to the up special. The up special is this move, which is very good. You see me use it a lot in my videos. It can hit behind you, It can hit in front of you as a projectile. It's very, very good. It kills very early. It's also a great combo ender. It can also be used as a combo extender. You see what I mean? But it's a really good move. The one downside to it is that when you miss, is the fact that you like stand still for like 10 years before you can like actually like let go. So that kind of sucks. But other than that, it's a really good move. Next up is his side normal. This move is great for combos and like trying to like bait out your opponent. And it's also a very good kill confirm. Basically how this works is you press square once to go and get the 3 car beats, and then you can press square again to go and get the slam. So without pressing square, press square twice. That's a get. You can also cancel out the 3rd hit if you're trying to go be fast with it, so the opponent doesn't dodge straight away. You just mash the 2nd square button, and you'll be fine. Next up, we have the down normal. This move is not really all that good. What this move is basically used for is the fact that you can get a bolt from this. You plant a bolt on the ground, and you can eat it whenever you want. And also in some situations, this move can spike, but the range is pretty bad. So likeliness of hitting it is very minuscule. But you see, it can be spiked like that. But other than that, it's not really that good. What I would recommend if you're gonna use this move is, say you knock out the opponent, right, or knock them away like very far. You just get as far away from it as possible, and then like charge a bolt. So when they do come after you, you can it get you in the combo. You can use the shield, and you'll have more than like 2 or 3 bolts when you do so. So it's a very, very good way to go ahead and spend those bolts for your survival. Next up, we have let's see. We have next. We have the standing special, which is the shield. This shield is very, very good and your main go-to to use for Iron Giant. So with this shield, it has a knockback. When you first start up, it starts like a little EMP type thing, and knocks your opponent out of the combo that you're doing to them, or get them off of you. And the more bolts you collect, the more you can use. So regularly, it recharges bolts, and you can like get bolts at the right time. The limit you have is 5. You can only carry 5 bolts, but the shield that you use only lasts for 3 seconds. So you can either play aggressive with this 3 seconds because you don't really have that much time, because it does take a long time to recharge unless you have specific perks on. But you can play like passive, where you can like use the shield, try to go away, grab more bolts, so that when it does recharge, you have more bolts that you can use. I basically like using this move. And the more bolts you have for the shield is, if you have 5, the opponent has to hit these things 5 times, or just wait it out for them to actually hit you, because there's no way for them to hit you when the 5 bolts are just blocking all their attacks. So that's what that move is good for. It's a very good move. It has to be situational how you want to use it. most of the time how I use it in my videos and in matches that I do play online is I want to save it so that when I'm doing, like, I'm trying to like get the opponent off me from doing like a combo, I want to use that and then be aggressive and just make sure they like don't run away and try to go for a kill, because I have 3 seconds left. I had to make those 3 seconds count, and if they try to hit me, it won't matter. So that's what I basically do, because my Iron Giant plays more aggressive than like campy. But if you want to be like a passive Iron Giant, just use the shield, go back, grab some more bolts, and then maybe just go in. Use the up normal if you want to like throw a projectile at them. If they're trying to go chase you, because that's like your best option. And that's basically what the shield's for. That's how you want to play passive with Iron Giant. Now we go to the side special, which is the command grab. This command grab is okay. Like, it's bad in terms of range and recovery, but other than that, it's a good combo tool. It's good for like some cheesy things like this. Like, you can do that. You see me do it in my montages and in my a lot of my clips that I put on my channel. But and all that, it's just a good tool to have. A command grab is always good to have in a character, but this move is just super slow, very reactable, and very it's also easy to use. Like, Iron Giant isn't really that hard to play. It's just the fact that you have to learn how to use mobility with this character. Next up on the list is the up special. The up special is, when combined with this, it's consistent, I guess, but they did make it less consistent in the actual patch. But by itself, you see, look, I'm standing here and I'm trying to go hit him with it, and it's not hitting him. Only hits him once if I do it like this. But it's an okay move. It's a very situational move. Only at certain angles and distances and percents can be used for this. It's a good kill option, but it's a very situational kill option. Next up we have is the infamous down special. Now this move gets a lot of hate for Iron Giant players. Most of the time when I see people talk about Iron Giant, they always say like this ground pound is busted, or this ground pound carries a character, or this ground pound is what all Iron Giants do, stuff like that. So I'm gonna debunk all those theories about how this move is like cheap in any way. Don't get me wrong, it's a good move to like kill. It has good kill power, and with the glitches this move had, I can see why the arguments are there. But if the game is running as smooth as possible and there's no glitches, then this move is just not that good as people say it is. The reason why I say that is, with this part right here, if you see, the startup is slow, right? So you can just run away from it if you really want to. Also, if you see like the blue aura under my foot when I do the ground pound, that part you can hit and you can combo me. Say you have like a character like Finn, Arya Stark, or Bugs Bunny, where they have like a shield or a bat, not a shield, a sword and a bat, or like any up special with like a weapon, you can hit me out of it without worrying about it trading, and you can combo me afterwards and possibly kill me. So it's not really all that good if you think about it like that, but Iron Giant players that just spammed it ground pound, it's very easy to beat. I get not a lot of people are like at like certain skill levels and are probably just picking up the game because it's free, but this ground pound is not as good as some Iron Giant haters would say. Now let's go on to the air normals and then the air specials. So first up is the neutral neutral attack. This move is great for combos, but other than that, it doesn't really serve that much of a purpose. You can charge this move up, but it doesn't really serve any purpose for that. It's just used for a combo. Next up is the side attack, or the forward air if you want to be like smash terms. This move is very good. It depends on how much rocket juice you have, and depending on how good this move is. Because if you have you see that bar when I jump, that's my rocket juice. And when you have like a good amount of rocket juice left, you can use like multiple hits for this move. But if you have like no rocket juice at all, then it only just does like one hit. It doesn't even hit the opponent like that. Yeah, it only hits the opponent once, but when you have like a little bit of rocket juice left, you can hit the opponent more than once. It's also good for combos. Next up is the up air, or up neutral attack. This move is very, very good for combos and kill confirms as well. You see me kill this with this move a lot in my montages and my videos. It also has a little thing where it can hit more than once, but they did patch it, so it used to hit for like multiple times. And also a thing you can do is that if an opponent is like in the air, you can like switch up the up air and like turn it around so it can hit twice. It only works like on certain occasions, like certain percents, and like the angle of where you hit it, like it gotta be like in the middle of the fist, like not on top of it, but on like the side of where the fist is actually at. So you see that right there, basically like around like the side of that aura of the fist. Another thing you can do if you have enough rocket juice is you can hold the up air button. You can just stand up in the air and do a full-on like Superman pose while just flying up. So that's pretty good. You can use that to go and chase your opponent. I did it in my most recent 100th video that you should check out, about where I used this move to go and chase down a Bugs Bunny player and then kill them with this. So it's a pretty good move. I like this move a lot. It's one of my favorite moves to use in Iron Giant's kit. Now for my absolute favorite, almost favorite move that he has, his down air. This move, everything for you. It's so good. The one problem I do have with this though is that the range, like off stage, is not that good. This move used to be busted when he first came out because you could like combo this, combo into itself, and it would be just a mayhem. I didn't play the game when that was a thing, but man, if that was still a thing, I would say Iron Giant is like a super good character then. Excuse me. This down air is used for combos, spikes, kills off stage. Like, it does everything for you. It's literally a super good move. Alright, now that we're done with that, before we get on to the air specials, I'm gonna tell you about this little protect friends thing that's popping up above my head. So this is what is called a rage mode. So Iron Giant is the only character in this game that actually does have a rage mode. It's basically when you take, no, it's not when you take damage. It's when how you do enough hits to where you build this up. And so you can do protect your friends and you go to super mecha mode. You can ground pound. You have guns. You have missiles and lasers, and a green little ball that immobilizes you. Immobilizes the opponent. I mean, you can even read it right here. If I can find it actually. Where is it? Does not say. Okay, there it is. Jesus. Alright, when Iron Giant deals damage or his allies take damage, his rage meter will fail. When full, he can transition into rage mode, dramatically altering many of his attacks, giving him great health. Iron Giant will exit rage mode after a period of time when his gray health is depleted. Allies can press the normal neutral input to pilot the Iron Giant while he is in rage mode. Then aim his tentacles and fire light laser projectiles with normal input and heavy laser projectiles with special input. So it's basically just a comeback mechanic. But it's good. You are more tanky in that form just because of the fact you have great health. But it's a comeback mechanic. It's not super good because you miss out on some of its longer reaching normals like this. Well, not really that, but you miss out on this move right here, which is a must-have for Iron Giant. So it's a win some, you lose some type of situation. You are more tanky, but you lose some of your best normals. Now let's get on to the air specials. Air neutral special is just a shield. The shield can be used anywhere on the ground, in the air, or explain what the shield does. Next we have the shoulder charge. Now this move, I've hated on this move a lot because it serves no purpose. Like, look at that. 10 damage doesn't even knock him back. Like, bruh. It also wastes a lot of your shield. Like, not your shield, but it wastes a lot of your, like, rocket juice. Jesus Christ, look at that. It wastes a lot of that. And basically for nothing. You're basically wasting your resources while using this move. I don't recommend using this move at all. Unless you're, like, super far off stage like this. You just need to get out like that. Then that's when I would recommend you use this move. But other than that, then this move is just terrible to me. So next up we got the up special. Nothing too crazy, just a upwards version of the neutral up air, just the same move. And for the down special, it's just the ground pound, but just immediate this time. Next up, I'm gonna talk about his combos. So his best combo is this. That's his best combo route. Down air, neutral air, up air, well, up smash into like up air. So down air, nair, this. Like, basically anything into this. That's his best thing. It does work. There is certain situations where it doesn't work at like certain percents. But basically the main thing is just use this into this and just do whatever you want afterwards. Another good combo route, well, not really combo route, but it's also like just a cheesy thing you can do. You can take this and do the up special and get kills like that. It's super weird how you're supposed to do it, because on some stages you just can't do it because it's not as consistent. Another thing you can do is just do this. A lot of low level players won't know that this isn't a true combo, so you can just do this on them and it'll be like super funny. It's not true in the slightest, but it's just a very funny looking combo to me. So you can't dodge out of it, and you can just punish me for it if I try to keep on going for this. If you're an experienced player and just know it's not true at all. But if you're finding someone who seems bad and doesn't know how to play the game, or like just got the game, he's want to bully him, just do that. It'll be hilarious. Time to unveil the bag about how let's talk about his matchups. Let's look at the roster here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, let's start with who he's good against. Let's start with that, okay? Iron Giant is good against Iron Giant. Iron Giant versus Iron Giant is probably one of the most stupidest things you could ever see. It's the most funniest thing you could ever see, and it's also gonna be the hypest. Like, Iron Giant versus Iron Giant is just such a it's a cool matchup, and it's so dumb with the stuff he can do. A good matchup he does have is Taz. In my opinion, Taz, he's light. Let me just get that off the screen. Taz is light, and this move basically kind of destroys him. But in my opinion, just Taz is just a good matchup against Iron Giant, in my opinion. Just because of this move. And it's because the fact that Taz, his only way to like kill me is the fact that he has to go and turn me into a chicken, but the shields and the shields and stuff basically kind of like ruined that for him. So I do think Taz is a bad matchup for Iron Giant. Another person I think is a bad matchup for Iron Giant is I'm not gonna say Morty, because Morty, a lot of people don't know what Morty can do yet. So he's still new, and people are still trying to figure out what he does. So inexperienced Mortys, yes, but God tier Mortys, no. Garnet is she's just there, right? Garnet is a good matchup. Well, Iron Giant is a good matchup against Garnet. She really can't do anything against him, just because her range is like super bad. Her only thing is just a jab. That's basically her whole character. But and also the fact that I'm only saying this because I haven't fought a lot of Garnets. Like, I fight a Garnet like every like once a month. Or I'm just playing like 2v2s. But that's it. I never ran in I think I almost never ran to like a 1v1 Garnet in my life. Or like playing Iron Giant. I don't think I ever done that. But that's just what I'm saying, dude, like 2v2 matches. Cause you really like can't do anything against them. Next person I think he has a good matchup against is Rain Dog. Rain Dog is just, well, it's mixed, because Rain Dog, no one cares about Rain Dog, right? No one really cares about what he does or whatever. And you can just, it's just based off inexperience. A great Rain Dog, or just a spammy Rain Dog with all of its projectiles and stuff. Can destroy him, but the shield does work a lot against his stuff, so I would say he's a good matchup against him. Now let's get on to his bad matchups. Basically the whole cast of basically everyone here except for the people I mentioned. Literally everyone else here. Literally everyone else here is a bad matchup against him. His worst matchups, like his absolute like most devious and worst matchups, is Batman, Superman, Finn, Bugs Bunny, Harley Quinn, and Tom and Jerry. Those are his absolute worst matchups, and let me tell you why. Alright, let's start with Batman. Let's go to Iron Giant. Okay. The main reason I say Batman is a great matchup against Iron Giant is because, for one, Batman is super fast. He's one of the fastest characters in this game. His glide, his grapple. You know Batman, he has everything. Well, yeah, that's why. You can't get in. You can't get in against Batman. That's why. Batman just he can combo this man to death and he's just dead. The next one that's pretty bad for him is Superman. I think Wonder Woman also might be a bad matchup for him, but I don't play Wonder Woman, so I wouldn't know. I also don't fight that many Wonder Womans. She could be a bad matchup for him just because of the fact that her sword is just, she has a sword. But Superman, he just bullied Iron Giant to the ground. Superman is just basically like a better version of Iron Giant. If we're all just being real here. I probably said it before in one of my videos. But Superman just a whole just better version of the character just because he actually has consistent combos. And he has better mobility overall. Next one that I was talking about is Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny rapes this character. Like, what did it do? All right, this, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not about to. Who else? Yeah, Finn. Finn's a horrible matchup against Iron Giant. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Just the backpack. Just everything about Finn. Just a nerfed Iron Giant. Like, look at this. You see this? I'm ahead of him. I still hit him. You know. Next one I think it's bad. Harley Quinn is a bad matchup against him. Why? Because he basically has an infinite on him. I don't know how to do the infinite because I don't play the character. But I explained a lot of this stuff in my response to my Facebook post video, where I basically just spout nonsense about how bad Iron Giant is and how people are just crying about him. And also basically is how toxic the Facebook multiverses group was in. I was in that I left from right now. A lot of stuff is there's been a lot of groups and stuff. A lot of stuff that I'm playing in just groups. I had stuff happen online. Yeah, and I could get into them, but a lot of stuff doesn't happen to your boy. But we still going strong. And then Tom and Jerry. I don't know how to play this character, but I just know that he's like a bad matchup against him. I hate him. I hate Tom and Jerry with all bits of my soul. I hate him. This man can go ahead and just. I hope that train in that episode freaking runs him over. I don't like him at all. I hate this character so much. Yep, hate this character. Alright, well, that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. If you have any more questions on Iron Giant, feel free to go and comment them down below, and I shall make sure to answer them, because this character is just fun to me. You know he's so bad. I just feel like this character is just the most unique character in the game to me, just because how much different he is, how different he is from the rest of the cast. But yeah, guys, as I said, need any character questions about him, any like thoughts about as DLC for this game, uh any type of questions you want from me, I shall make sure to answer them when I get the comment. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, really helps your boy out. My goal is at least get to 50 subs, and then once we get to that goal, then 100, and then so on, so on. So make sure to like and subscribe and turn your notifications on for more, and I shall talk to you guys